Hi guys, it's Brookelynne and welcome to the channel. So today's video is going to be a review and demo of the Nars Natural Radiant Foundation. And yes, I still have it in the box it came in because I'm a widow. So yeah, the packaging's like quite simple but it's nice, it's very professional looking. I have a close up of the packaging on my demo part of this review, but I will show you quickly just for video's sake. That's what it looks like. It's absolutely stunning. Now my packaging is filthy on the lid because this is matte and it just picks up every single mark, like every single finger mark, anything. But it's stunning. I love how like it's glass with the wee black lid and this looks so professional, and it does have a pump, as you can see there. It's quite handy. Now the pump does pump out small amounts, so I would say 2 pumps less gives you is equivalent to 1 average pump. So say for instance I'm doing like a more of a natural medium coverage, I do 2 pumps, and then for more full coverage I do about 3 or 4, usually 4. But I never really go over that, depends if I feel like I need to, well, but never really. It's usually between 2 and 4 pumps do, and then that's fine. But yeah, I have the shade Aruba, which is like an olivey warm dark tan shade for my fake tan. And yeah, I do have some fake tan on now. It did look a bit dark on me when I was putting it on this morning, that's because the tan was developing, so it looks fine now. And once I had my concealer and everything else on, it looked fine. But this does match me really well when I have my tan on and developed. But yeah, they have different shades. I think there's around 30 or 32. I'm not entirely sure. The shade range will be here, the number. But they're quite good because the undertones in the NARS foundation across them all, they have different foundations too. They have the called Favourite Sheer Glow. They have the new one, I think what's called a new one. It's like a fatter packaging, but somewhere it's like a smaller, well, it's kind of smaller. If I can speak properly. It's like a smaller but chunkier packaging, but it still has a black lid and a glass bottle. It's like the new one everyone's been talking about, but I haven't tried it yet. I'll put it here because I can't remember what it's called. But yeah, they have different ones, and they have like concealers, they have tinted moisturisers and powders and everything. But they have really good shade range and good undertones. They have everything from like really pale. Like I'm naturally very pale skin. I do wear tan because I like to have a tan complexion. That gives me more of a glow and I prefer that. And they have shades for people who are very dark skin too, and everything in between. They have warm, they have cool, they have neutral, they have olive, pink, yellow, any colour you can think of pretty much, which is quite good because not everyone's the same shade or the same undertone. I know when I'm pale I prefer to have more of a yellowish tinge to my foundation. I wouldn't say I'm really cool tone, but I am slightly cool neutral, but I tend to get most of my coolness in my face because of my redness. So I like to have a yellow tone foundation even when I'm pale because I think it suits me better. So it does, especially with dark hair. Even when I have blonde hair or any kind of colour, I always prefer that yellowy tone because it just went better with my complexion, whether that's pale or tanned. Even when I had pale skin, cool tone foundations just look off on me. They do. They're like, no. They look quite ashy and quite pinky and make my face look even more red than what it actually is. But yeah, so without further rambling on, my shade for when I'm pale, now I haven't tried this one pale skin tone, I've tried the one I had before this, the All Day Luminous one, but I prefer this one, that one, because that one has a bit better coverage than the previous one. But in my shade for the pale skin, I'm Siberia. For in between tans, I am Stromboli, and then for like proper dark, ultra dark tans, I'm Aruba, which I have now. I am considering banning Stromboli so I can have that foundation for when my tan is fading off. This foundation is around £33. It's more of a pricier foundation, but it isn't the most priciest in the market. There's ones that are well over that price. But it is a higher end foundation, but it's a justifiable price to me. I don't mind spending that once or twice a year for this foundation because it is quite good. They do have, well, I have found cheaper alternatives for this foundation, which I'll mention later in the video. So as you can see in the packaging, it's starting to come low down in the bottle, and you can see through the glass. That means it's very well loved. I did that at Christmas, and well, after Christmas, about a couple of days after, I ordered it online. So yeah, I've been using it like near enough every time I've been wearing foundation, apart from the Fenty or the other foundations I've been loving. But this year, the 2 main ones I've been loving is Fenty and the Nars one, and I have reviewed the Fenty one too. but it's quite good because no matter how much times you use it, it lasts. Like, it's lasted from, like, I got it in January, like it arrived in January and it's now September, so it's lasted a good long time. So it has. Now I haven't been wearing makeup every day. I think if I was wearing it every day I would have to back again by now, like, but for wearing it about a couple times a week or 3 times a week, it's not too bad. I would say the finish on this foundation is definitely a luminous finish. Now, in the demo, I do have on a glowy primer, but I have tried this without a glowy primer and it does give you still that luminous feel to your foundation. Now, I prefer to wear a glowy primer underneath my foundation because it does boost the radiance, and I like to have that look on my face since I am 30 years old now, and it's better for my kind of skin to have a bit more glow preferably compared to matte. Like, flat matte doesn't suit me anymore. I used to. Even then it still looked a bit flat, but now I couldn't really wear a full matte like base unless I had a highlighter on, but I just prefer a glow. It would feel weird to have a full matte on, and a plane goes by as I'm trying to talk. Always the way, isn't it? So you get around 30ml in this product exactly, which is quite good. It's a standard amount for foundations, but it is quite a good amount because it lasts you a good long time. And yeah, I just love that. I just had to mention that because I always forget to mention the amount of product you get, or sometimes do remember, but usually I forget and it's so stupid, but I remember now. So this foundation has a typical foundation smell. I don't notice it when I'm planting my skin, but it isn't like a offensive smell to me. Now bear in mind if you are super sensitive to smells, just be aware of that, but it isn't a bad smell, it's quite nice. It's like a makeup smell. So it's quite like nice, pretty much, just average. It's just a nice smell. What else? I would say it lasts all day on me. Like, I could put this on in the morning and it's still like looking perfect at night time, which is quite good. I find, especially when I was younger, I found like most foundations wore off my skin because I do have a combination skin type. I am more oilier on the T-zone down here, like slightly more dehydrated on my cheeks, especially in winter. I'm okay in summer, but winter I tend to get dry if I don't moisturise. But this foundation does last, doesn't wear off my skin or anything, it just looks flawless. I find as you wear it on throughout the day it looks even better. Now I've had it on a couple of hours now, I filmed the demo this morning and it does look like really glowy. I absolutely love it. So yeah, I'm going to cut the demo right now. So first of all, I'm using my Banana Split I Heart Revolution primer underneath this makeup. I did apply too much on from the bottle or the tube, squared out too much, and I'm just applying it all over the face, and then I'm going to go in with this Nars Natural Radiant Foundation. I am using my Poundland Just Right Beauty foundation stippling brush just to apply it. Basically what I do, I'm fixing like my hairline because there's tan stuck in my hairline, and yeah, I applied my tan today, that's why I have tan lines. But I just stipple it in and blend it in like a buff, a stipply motion, if that makes sense. That just helps the foundation distribute and blend evenly as smoothly as possible. I like this wee brush because it does help blend this foundation in, but typically I do prefer to use a sponge, but because today I just fancied using the brush, and yeah, bit different for this video. And I'm sorry about the brightness, like this camera lighting's doing my head in. But just basically I'm just applying foundation. Nothing special about the technique. So yeah, I'm just loving that foundation. Here's what it looks like after 2 layers of this foundation. And then again in this next clip I'm wearing my full face apart from my lipstick. Why not put some lipstick on, for goodness sake. So what I say this foundation is for you, I would say if you're looking for a medium to full coverage foundation that has a glowy finish to it, you will love this. And the specific shade Aruba, if you have or you tan with an olive skin tone, like say for instance you use fake tan that has an olive tone to it, or you are naturally olive, then Aruba is a perfect shade for you if you fit in that category, or Stromboli if you're a bit lighter. And if you are looking for a foundation that has a shade range that's going to likely match your skin, this is for you. If you don't mind spending a bit more on foundation but not too much of a hectic price tag, if you can afford it, it's definitely for you because it is a good quality foundation that will last ages. And if you find you like a glowy finish to your makeup but you find most of them do wear off. This one will not wear off and it'll look flawless all day for you, especially if you use a primer and a powder setup. It's not going to be for you if you don't have the budget for this foundation. Say for instance you're on a tight budget and you can only spend around a certain amount, like £10-15 or even lower on a foundation, then it's not going to be for you unless you save up for it. Say for instance you get some birthday money or Christmas money, or you just save up for it for a special occasion, then yeah, it'll be for you. Go away playing another one, Flipstick, which I was going on holiday. Don't know harmonies. If you like a really matte flat foundation, no, this is going to give you a glowy luminous foundation. And if you like one very sheer, no, because it will give you some coverage, at least a medium. And yeah, that's all I can say about the cons. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you again for the next one. Stay gorgeous, God bless, bye. I completely forgot to mention the foundation I was going to say that is a dupe for this foundation. That is the Body Shop Fresh Nude Foundation. I would say it's a lighter coverage dupe, but you can build it up to be as full of a coverage as the Nars one. So yeah, nice wee dupe for you.